A very good day to you. I'm Srividya, a student of PGPBM 2019-21 batch IIM Trichy. In this video, I'm going to be addressing the issue on creating employment opportunities in the manufacturing sector. India's manufacturing sector has evolved through several phases, from initial industrialization and license raj to liberalization and the current global competitiveness. For the past decade and a half, revival of the manufacturing sector has been on the agenda of successive governments. India's trade regime is biased towards capital-intensive manufacturing. Small enterprises suffer from low productivity, preventing them from achieving economies of scale. Currently, India spends less than 1% of GDP on research and development, a small amount when compared with other developed nations. This prevents the sector to innovate and grow. Labor productivity in India is less when compared with other nations like China due to the lag in supply chain management, transportation, production planning, and maintenance. These are some of the issues faced by the industry. The period 1950 to 80 marked the first phase of industrialization. The decade of 1980s was one of the most interesting periods in the history of Indian manufacturing industry. During this phase, the industry broke loose from a state of stagnancy that had persisted throughout the previous 2 decades. Growth during this period was not externally induced, but was due to the relaxation of policy-based constraints. In the period of 2005 to 10, an average of 12 million individuals entered into the workforce per annum. During the same period, the economy grew at an average of 9%. Despite the high growth rate, the economy managed to create only 5.5 million jobs annually in the industry and service sector. Some of the causes of this jobless growth of the industry are the complicated labor laws in India. Labor is in the concurrent list and more than 40 central laws and more than 100 state laws govern the subject. Thus, the investors are not willing to enter this sector. As a result, Indian firms remain small on an average. The manufacturing sector, for it to grow, requires an educated workforce with the necessary skills and training. India's skill ecosystem needs to be fixed. According to a F5CCI report in 2017, India had 5.5 million people enrolled in vocational courses, while China had 90 million people enrolled. India's education system also lacks soft skills and value-based training that meet the demands of the industry. The government initiatives to promote this sector include Make in India initiative to make India the global manufacturing hub. It also aims to increase the sector's GDP share to 25% from the existing 16% and to create 100 million new jobs by 2022. In 2015, Skill India was launched to create jobs and promote entrepreneurship within India. Other older reforms include defense procurement policy to promote indigenous defense technology, the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana that provide loans for small businesses, Startup India to generate employment, and Stand Up India to promote entrepreneurship among women, the SC and ST communities. India has a high potential to grow this sector since 65% of the population is below the age of 35, an advantage when compared to other countries. High domestic demand, increasing middle class, and young population make India attractive for manufacturers. The manpower cost is also low when compared to other nations. So the way forward to grow this industry could include promoting the growth of labor-intensive industries such as wood, paper products, and textile industries to absorb unskilled labor. Promote MSMEs for the country's economic and social development by addressing issues on taxation and labor laws. Reform existing labor laws to promote investment and ease of doing business. Improve labor productivity by improving education quality in schools and colleges, and most importantly, promote research and development. India must learn lessons from countries like China and South Korea. China, for example, is incentivizing Chinese companies to improve their factories' quality, productivity, and digitization. South Korea offers tax incentives for R&D at every stage. To conclude, India's manufacturing sector needs upgradation and reforms for becoming globally competitive, along with supportive measures like the development of infrastructure and education to create more employment opportunities. Thank you.